Yeah, this Dro Fe, Big Narco. You watching No Jumper. I'm from South Texas, really. Corpus Christi and the Rio Grande Valley, like both places. The Rio Grande Valley is on the very southern tip of Texas. So like the shape of Texas go like the Panhandle and then it go out and then it come and then way down here at the Gulf of Mexico, way at the bottom tip by Mexico. That's where I'm at. Yeah, when we was younger, we go down there to like drink. When we was like 14, 15, go down there to drink and shit. Nah, I get in trouble with my mom. My mom would be mad. Coming home like at 5 in the morning at 15, drunk as hell. I was in Corpus Christi till I was a freshman in high school. And then I moved to Austin. And I was in Austin till I was like 19. I moved back to Corpus for like a year. Then I went to prison, got out. I went back to Corpus for another year. Then I went back to prison. I got out. And then I moved to the Rio Grande Valley. I've been there ever since. Shit, it was fire. It's like a beach town, so it's like kind of like beach, hella Mexican, so it's hella like Mexican gangs. It was cool, it was tight. Smoke weed, do drugs. That's it. Like that's all it is to do, like in like smaller areas. Freestyle. First time I smoked weed, I was 13, and this dude had moved into the neighborhood, and he would have weed from his sister would have weed. We rolled up some joints. It was like in the middle of the night. I spent the night at my homeboy's house. We like prepared. We was like ready, and then we smoked. First time I smoked, I didn't get high though. I don't know why. I didn't get high till like the third or fourth time I got high. I think it's because we don't know what we're looking for. Because I remember my homeboy got high and he was like, I feel like a jellyfish. And then I remember being mad, like, bro, quit lying, bro. You lying, bro. None of us feel like that. I think he was already high and we just hadn't got high yet. First time I went to prison, I was 20, because I turned 21 in there. And second time I went to prison, I was 24. Yeah, for sure. I've been arrested like way too many times. I mean, most people just, when you're young, you get in trouble for doing shit that you can't do at home in the streets and you're not supposed to do it. Like, we get in trouble for driving around in a car smoking weed, then I go to jail and then I get out. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Or maybe like one of my homeboys, I don't know, like when you young, like a teenager, the crimes you're doing is kind of just weird ass crimes, like beer theft and shit like that, like beer runs and just whatever, just weird shit, breaking into people's houses, like shit like that. Well, what happened was when I was 17, my homeboy stole a car. We stole it together, really. And then we like kept it for like way too long and I got caught in that hole. And then I went to jail for that. And then I got out, I was on probation. And then I can't remember. Then I got like my probation revoked. They sent me to prison. And then I got back out, I was on probation. And then my house got raided. And then I got like another felony, but it was a different county, so they didn't really know. So then I got put on probation over there, and then the other probation ended, but then they found out I had another thing, so then they revoked my shit. So then I had to go back to prison for the first thing all over again, and then I got back out twice. It was a year both times. Honestly, like I didn't go to school. I dropped out and I didn't go to college. I look at prison like it was like my life college. I learned how to conduct myself, how to move properly, how not to be a rascal no more, how to, level up. You meet a lot of people in there to be smart. You meet a lot of dumb people, but you meet a lot of smart people. You can learn a lot of shit in there. I think just last time I was in there was when I came home. I got all the way back on when I came home, and I just started being like, all right, really going back and analyzing what I had did wrong to get me in trouble. I'm not gonna do those things no more. I still gotta survive, but I just gotta do it without doing some of the things I was doing wrong. I think it helped me like focus and group and then just go crazy. I remember like the first time I ever did a song like that I recorded that wasn't a freestyle was like right before I went to prison the first time I was like 20. That shit was crazy. Just fucking around, freestyling. Like, I mean, I'm from Texas, so back in the day, like, there was hella people that was trying to be like Screw, so you would have the homies that had turntables and you could record. We would just go freestyle and get high and shit, but that wasn't like, I wish I could find some of those tapes though. Yeah, it was with a group though, a long ass time ago, yeah, a group. Young Trills. I got this shit tatted right in the middle of my chest. Young Trills. We was just young and trill. Yeah, it was a group. It was our hood too. Like also over there off of McCardle and Airline in Corpus Christi, Texas. It was all of us from the hood. It was just like all of us was from the hood. Like the one show, with a couple shows we did, it would be like 20. It was fire. It's like what they do now. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, just a whole bunch of homies going crazy. Nah, just like it was all Mexican and black. Like I think, let me see how, it was like half Mexican, half black. Yeah, it's like half and half. Yeah, it's mostly Mexican, but like in Corpus, we all roll together. It really ain't been no like, I don't ever really growing up remembering us being separate. Like in some areas, we're separate, but we've always rolled together. And where I'm from, we've always rolled together. Which is, I mean, we was young, so the first group just, And I was like, nigga, I'm not finna stop. Like, what the fuck? Like, so I kept going. And I was always having bread. Like, I've always been just, you know, I've always been out there having bread. So I went and bought all new studio equipment and gave it to my homeboy who was making beats, and we made a whole new group. It was called Rock Bottom Gang, that's what it was called. Yeah. My brother wrote, my brother Big Job. I still talk to him to this day. He like my big brother. Okay, when did the group end? It ended like 8 years ago. I started doing my own thing, really. But I had got sick right before I started doing my own thing. I had got cancer. So I was like, fuck. So then that shit took a little bit to come back from. So like, I've been doing this shit for like five years. Yeah, I've been doing my own thing for like 5 years. Getting cancer, what does it feel like to have cancer? That shit really just kind of like, I remember when they told me, it was like, the doctor was like, you're not gonna remember none of this. And I was like, all right. I was like, I'm gonna remember it. And then like he started talking, and then it just, everything blanked out. He was like, you got cancer. I was like, and I couldn't remember. And then I remember I went home and I was trying to tell my mom, and I was like, I couldn't remember nothing. I was like, damn. And then shit, we just went in, like, you know, we just took care of that shit. We fought that shit. Like I went, did surgery, and then went back, and then I was better, and then like I got it again, and I went and did like chemo and surgery and all of that shit. And then that one was like really bad. And then after that, they did all of that, and then I got better. It was, at the beginning, it was testicular. So I'm kind of like Tupac, like I only got one ball and shit. They had to cut one of mine off and shit. And then after that, it spread to my back, like my lymph nodes in my back. So but they can't do no surgery on your back. They gotta go through your stomach, because if they go through your back, like they could paralyze you. So they had to like cut me open, take everything out, and then go. That shit was crazy, really. That shit was scary as fuck. After I got better, I started, I just started doing music. Like, I just was like, bro, I gotta get back to this music shit, like, whatever. Because like I said, I've always been having bread. Like, so like, I had like a store where we bought gold. We used to buy gold, like when the economy crashed, I was like, start buying gold. I had money, so I was like, I'm finna buy gold. So I started buying gold from people at cheap. Like I'll get it, like it would be worth like $2,000, and I'll pay them like $1,000, and then I had $2,000 worth of gold, and I just started like stacking up like that. Around that time, I started doing all of that, and then I started just like, all right, bet I need to just get back to this music shit. So I started like traveling around doing my music, like going to like New York, going to like Dallas, going to Houston, just kind of like, you know, promoting my shit wherever I could, like around that time, 2013. Nah, it used to be Drojo. My brother, R.I.P. Flatline, the OG of Corpus Christi, R.I.P. That killed my nigga. He gave me that name, because my name is Jojo. He gave me Drojo because I was the first nigga with Dro back where I was from, like way back in the day. First nigga with that shit, like first nigga with like seedless weed back then, bro. Like I remember nigga, and so he would come to me every day and shit. He'd be like, Drojo, and that's just how I got the name. And then like, I don't know how Dro Fe came about. Like it just, I think like this dude named Willie Nichols used to call me Dro Fe all the time, and it just kind of stuck. Oh, Narcowave. Yeah, the first project I dropped was Narcowave 1. It was fire. Like, that was the whole thing, was that, like, when I dropped Narcowave, it was a concept, like, because I'm, like, again, from the Rio Grande Valley, like, at the time, like, the sheriff was, like, crooked as fuck. Like, him and his son, there's a big-ass article on it in Rolling Stone, like, him and his son was, like, crooked as fuck. And if you go back and listen to that album, I'm, like, predicting that the sheriff that they was gonna go down, and that the sheriff was gonna snitch on his own son, and that's what happened. And I'm, like, predicting it in there, like, I go, Trevino sacrifices niños, which is like, that was his name, and niños means kid. It was crazy, like, and then like niggas was kind of off, like in the region I was at, niggas was kind of off it, like, bro, this shit is crazy, like you like this shit is weird. But like outside of that, at the time, like just the narco culture and everything was becoming popular. So outside of the area where I'm at, where it's actually real, it just started gaining, like, you know what I'm saying, like. So it just kind of went from there. Like, so the first, I didn't drop a song, I dropped a project. I had a video on it called The Order, where we filmed it like literally 100 yards from the border, like the Rio Grande River. We was like on this ranch and we filmed it there. Shit was crazy. A lot of what I say in my songs is like stuff that I've seen or done or experienced. But yeah, there's a few times where I'm like, you know, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, you know, this gonna happen, this might happen. And it's just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in a like informative way for anyone else to know, or like a telling on someone, but it'd be more like a general subject, like this finna happen, and then like shit like that'll happen. Or I'll tell people like, oh, watch your girl, that bitch gonna set you up, and then boom, my homeboy will have, it'll be a song I'll do, and it'll be like, and then my homeboy will be like, damn man, this bitch just set me up. And I'll be like, and listening to that song. Back then, the type of promotion I was doing was just strictly just street shit, just like, cause I was, you know, just being moving around in the trap. It was more like just people that I knew, just like, yo, check this out, check. You know, it wasn't too much I could do. I was, you know, Instagram and all of that shit, Twitter and whatever was around at the time, Facebook, whatever. Way before that, yeah. Not with any of this stuff that I do now, but yeah, way before that, yeah. Back in the day, I got tired of like having to walk up to people, like that shit's lame as hell, like, cause I already had money, so I just always felt so like weird, so I just bossed up. I was like, fuck walking up to people, I'm finna open a store, sell CDs, and mine gonna be in there too. So that's what I did back in the day. We sold hella CDs. Like, you can still find them in Texas, like they be out there, like people be like in my DMs, like, yo, you remember this, remember that, like, we remember, you know what I'm saying, that type shit. I dropped Narcowave, and then I dropped a project called Dro Fe with Happy Perez, who is like, Happy Perez is like a legend where we're from. Like, he came up with like Boosie and all them way back in the day, producing for them all through Texas. Now he does big shit for like Ariana Grande. Like, he's #1 on the charts for Ariana Grande right now. But like, me and Happy linked up and did 2 projects. One of them was called Dro Fe, and one of them was called No Borders. And them shits was just way too ahead of their time. But like, them shits, like, you can find them, they're still out there, they're online and shit, but it's like, it doesn't really sound like, it's like real musical and shit. It's different. I have been knowing, I don't know, I have been knowing Hap since way back in the day. My boy Dusty introduced me to Hap like way back in the day, and he reached out like, yo, you going crazy, listen. I kind of pretty much know everyone everywhere, really. Texas, California, Atlanta, New York, Louisiana. I moved to New York for a little bit. I had opened up for Narcowave. We started doing merch. Narcowave, like, we went and did a pop-up up in New York on the Lower East Side, right next to Frank's Chop Shop. So I was in New York for like a whole winter. I lived up there in Brooklyn. Shout out Sunset Park in Brooklyn. And I was over there, me and my partner Fang and my partner Chris. We was out there. And then from there, I went back to the border and just kept making music. And then I came out here. I've been out here for 4 years. I've been in LA since like 2015. I predicted that, but not on record. I predicted that, but not on thing. I used to just tell people back home, like, bruh, I'm gonna do a project with Sonny. I'm gonna do a project with Sonny. And niggas would be like, yeah, right. And then I just bounced around and just, and just got in the mix, and then just met Sonny and was like, hey, bro, to do a project. And I had bread, so it's easy to get shit done. That's why I be trying to tell these young niggas, like, it's easy to get shit done if you just go put in the work and become a boss for yourself. It's way easier to get shit done, because now you a boss. Now you could be like, yo, I got 20 bands to do this. I got 50 bands to do this. I got 10 bands to do this. And it just make things, you don't gotta wait on nobody, or you don't gotta try to get no deal. You just do that shit yourself. That's all they're gonna do for you anyways. So I met Sonny and we did Narcowave 3, because I had did Narcowave 2 before with my boy DJ Fu from the Eardrummer. Shout out DJ Fu. And then I met Sonny, we did Narcowave 3. And that had 21 Savage, Maxo Cream. It had 21 right before everyone knew who 21 was. That bitch went crazy. That shit really went crazy. We had sampled Narcos. Like, it was like, that bitch, that's another one of the ones that's like ahead of its time and shit. But you can't find that one on the internet. You could find that one on live mixtapes or on Audio Mac, but that's it. That's the only place. Yeah, so I was living here with my boy Joey, in and out, like I'd be here for 2 weeks or whatever. And then my boy Joey was like, yo, I'm finna go. He was like, I'm finna leave. And I was like, bruh, this crib is too fire. Cause my crib is like, everyone know Dro Fe crib, like, everyone been there, like all these different videos and shit. It's like right in the middle of the mix. I was like, bro, you can't let this go. So I was like, you know what? I called Sonny. He had been out here a lot. I told Sonny, like, hey, bro, let's go in on this crib. And he was like, let's do it. So we went in on the crib. And then after about half a year, Sonny was like, yo, I gotta move around. And I was like, don't even trip. And I just kept that shit. And just turned it to the narco house. Yeah, I mean, they be calling it a trap house because when you walk in, it feel like you walk in and it's just a trap. Like, it's like, it doesn't look nice. It's just, you know, and then you walk in, it's just music. Everyone call it a trap because it feel like a trap. But it's really a music trap, like, and it's not really called anything, like, but we call it the Narcowave International Headquarters, like when they ask us, like, for albums, because like a lot of people record there and shit. So like when they ask us for credits on the tape, it say Narcowave International Headquarters. Valee, Maddox, Maxo Cream, Sunny Digital, Knockout Smith, Dro Fe, Manman Savage, Fatman Key, Reese LaFleur, Trill Sammy, Dice Soho, Warhol, Jose Guapo, everybody really. Like, if you ain't pulling up to my crib, like, you doing something wrong, honestly. We got the best beats, and then, like, it's just where the culture at, so. My relationship with Blueface is Cole Bennett introduced us. Cole Bennett called me like, yo, I need a favor. I'm like, it's Cole Bennett, of course, got you. He was like, I need to do a video. He pulled up, I'm like, who the video for? The day, it was Blueface was with him. All right, bet. And then the infamous mop, like the infamous mop, like that mop, you know, that mop, like I got a thing about floors. So like that mop really is like, it come from my thing. Like I got a thing about floors. So like I'm always sweeping or mopping the floor. Like it's like something I do like for meditation in the morning. Like I sweep and mop, like you give me like 20 minutes to like just think about shit. So I always got the mop out in the front yard. So if you go look at all our pictures, the mop's always in all the pictures and shit. And then he came and it was there and they was like gonna move it out the way. And I was like, nah, it's kind of like part of the crib. And then he just picked it up and did his thing. And then my mop became part of like, I'm finna frame that hoe. Shit, but money talk, you know, I'm a hustler, so, you know, I ain't one of these sentimental niggas. Like, if niggas come with some bread, y'all can have that hoe. Hit me up. Matter of fact, DM me if you want that bitch. I recently seen that. I seen that, I think it was like 2 days ago, I seen that. I was like, that's fire. That's fire. It's fire to see just like small contributions that, like indirect contributions. Like, it's not like he meant to do that. It's not like he meant to do that or I meant to do that. It just kind of like something that happened that was part of my everyday life that's now part of his shit. It's cool. I think that's cool as hell. The headquarters, Narco headquarters is basically, I mean, like we live there, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, like it's like a certain group of people that live there. So it's like the Narco production team. Not everybody lives there, but I always have everybody coming in and out of town. But like, it's like 3 of us that actually like live there full time. Me, my partner Fang, my dog Sci-Fi. First started out with Young God and The Real McCoy, Purple K. Recently got Loudy Luna. She actually just recently signed. Y'all need to watch out for her. She crazy. She a female producer. She about to take over retarded. The way I meet everybody is really like organic as fuck. Like I've never been like, yo, I'm about to go meet this person like right now. Like let me go out to purposely meet. Like it's really like a lot of people bring people to me. Like, bro, you gotta meet Dro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta meet Dro. You gotta meet Dro. And so people come to me like and do like, you know, hey, you gotta, and they'll call me like, hey, bro, I wanna introduce you to Whoop the Woo. Yeah, pull up. And then from there we decide like if we gonna collaborate or not. I think it's probably top 2 things that people need for sure. I think that that's really what's missing, is that like people my age, a lot of my people my age still in prison because of like shit that they put in play, like the Reaganomics era and like all of this shit that they put into play, like to take away all of the OG. And that's what creates chaos when there's nobody to be like, bruh. That's another reason why everyone comes to my crib, is because they know they could come to me and pull me to the side and be like, hey Dro, like this is going on, like, and I've fucking been through everything. So I'll be like, bruh, don't even trip. Just, you know, whoop-de-woo, just focus, like, you know, whatever. I just really be trying to like help guide the youth, like that come around, not just everybody, but like, you know, the ones that like that come around. And it's really just because, yeah, I think it's important because that's really what's missing. Like it's missing in music too. That's why like my next project is like half of the album is just like OG talk, because it's like, I feel like it's just missing in music. Like it's great to turn up every day. Half of my shit's always turn up. My last project, Narcowave 4 with Chase the Money, was all turn up. Like at the same time, like people still need some type of guidance. And like my type of guidance isn't like stay in school, like, you know, whoop-de-woo. Like it's like, if you're gonna sell drugs, just do it right. If you're gonna do this, just make sure you're taking care of yourself. Like, if you're a girl and you're gonna strip, like, you know, do it sober so that you don't get taken advantage of, like just shit like that. Like that's really what I be talking about. The best thing I could tell any artist that's trying to do something right now is to get some money. Like get fucking money. Like don't fake it till you make it. Just make it and then make it. All of that fake shit, it just be here one day and gone the next. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just make yourself solid and then build off of that. That's what rap's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like a superhero version of yourself, but yourself still gotta be somewhat of a superhero. Focus on getting money. Whatever you gotta do to do it, like just get it. I'm not gonna judge you by what you do to get your money. Like we all gotta do it. Do it, nigga. Whether it's get it, like whatever you gotta fucking do, get your money. And then I would describe my music as like dark. Like my music sounds best at night, I think, or early in the morning for like motivational purposes in the morning, or like at night. I would say it's like a dark gangster trap, dark, my shit dark, and you gon' bop to that shit. My shit gon' have you just, you know what I'm saying? I would just recommend Spondivit, because it's me and Valee, like probably my biggest song right now. And I would just recommend you go listen to Narcowave 4 and Big Narco, the project, all the songs. Just go listen to that shit. Those are my 2 latest projects. They crazy as fuck. My process in the studio is I record myself. Sonny and this dude named AK taught me how to record myself. I record myself. So usually I just be like around the house. I'm like, fuck, I feel like rapping right now. And I just got the best producers in the world. So I just start pulling up beats and then just go in. I punch in, I just just punch in myself to record myself. Yeah, it's cheaper, it's time efficient. You know what I'm saying? You get to know yourself better like that. Plus, like, it's hard to come up on an artist. Like, people trying to come up on you in this industry. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, it's hard to come up on somebody that know how to do everything. Like, people feel intimidated. And you want to keep people, like, not in a bad way intimidated, but, like, in a good way intimidated. Like, just respecting you, like, that's what you want. Yeah, last night we had Gleesh and Maddox and Sunny Digital. Every day. It's always somebody different, like the day before. I think after all they left, it was like Man showed up and Jose Guapo showed up. Yeah, they just be calling them like, yeah, I got time, pull up. What gave me the idea to do the billboards was driving around LA, Fairfax, Hollywood, everywhere. I was just starting to see billboards everywhere. It's like, damn, I want a billboard. I bought one, and then I bought two, and then I bought three. And then I got like 6 more on the way. One was on Fairfax and Melrose in Los Angeles. And then the other one was on Fairfax and Beverly in Los Angeles. And there's one that goes up tomorrow, and that one's on Melrose and Martell in Los Angeles. And then the next one's coming up. We got some more coming in LA, but I got some coming in like my hometown, region, out on the East Coast. I'm not gonna really say where, we're just gonna let them pop up. You gotta have a genie. Niggas be hitting me like, I'm like, nigga, Google, like, what the fuck? How do you acquire anything in life? Google, right? You can buy anything from billboards to pussy on fucking the internet. Like, people sell drugs on the internet, fucking weirdos. They was up there. There was some racks. Like, I probably spent, so far, I spent like 20 bands, maybe a little 20. It just came from the app. The idea to put the Apple and Spotify logo was just from riding around, seeing them do that shit for all these other niggas. Like, my shit on there too. Everybody's shit's on there. Apple hated though. Apple hated. Apple, like, Spotify left it up. Apple, like, made me take it down. I had to, like, take their shit off and then, like, put it back up. I was like, bro, I'm on your web. Like, what is the? But they cool. They hit me up. They want me to pull up and do an interview over there now. They fucking with me. So shout out Apple. That's what I wanted them to do, but they had to actually like take it down for 2 days. They had to like draw, like it's big, you know what I'm saying? Like they're up there like 20 feet long. They look small to our eyes. It looks like a little box, but it's like 20 feet. So they had to go take it down and then like put like a cover over the part that said Apple. Nah, that's what I told them. I was like, bro, we should just paint over it. They're like, nah, we can't, you know. That's when it gets into like the billboard company and they're like, you know, they couldn't sue me for nothing, like, but they could sue the billboard company. So we just had to fix that. Yeah, I think what it did was it made, cause everybody already knew me. So I think what it did was it just made everybody just be like, fuck, we need to make sure and just turn up for Dro. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause everybody like know you. Sometimes you just gotta remember like, everybody living in their own world. Like not everybody's got time to focus on what you got going on. Like, so as an artist, you gotta remember that too. So you just gotta just find creative ways to make people be like, that's right. Homeboy is fire. Homeboy is doing this. Like, let's go do that. Like, it's just shit like that. I got some shit coming. Yeah, look out. We in talks with all kinds of labels right now. They're gonna give me a label deal. We're gonna get a label. I'm about to start signing all kinds of artists. And I got a lot of stuff coming, you know what I'm saying? Just stay tuned. Like, it's time right now, so yeah. That's what I feel like, who said it? Somebody just said that shit. It was like, everybody gets the time. You just have to make sure that when you get your time. I think it was like Thug. I think Thug said that shit. It's like, everybody, you get a time, like, you just need to be prepared for your time. So I think that, like, right now it's just like a good equation to, like, a mathematical, like, universe equation equaling out to, like, niggas fucking with Dro Fe right now. Nah, because these A&Rs be watching my moves. These niggas be on my page. They be watching fake pages. They be bro. The industry crazy, so no. Shout out to A&Rs that I do fuck with. They know who they are. No, I'm not gonna tell y'all who I got coming. I will tell y'all that right now, the main artist that we're working with is Narcowave Smith. He going crazy. We produced his last project, the whole thing. He like family, like little bro. Love that nigga to death, and he about to go, like, he crazy. So y'all gotta really stay tuned for that shit. Like, and it's produced all by Narcowave, so this shit gonna be crazy. Yeah, we were supposed to go together. Like, I was like, bro, let's go. He's like, bro, I want to go watch it too. I ain't got to, you know, woo. And then it just like, he was working on his project and it didn't work out. And then so when I went back home recently, I usually catch up on movies when I go home to visit my kids and shit. So like, I just rented it on the TV and watched it. That shit was fire. It was crazy hearing his voice and then just knowing his voice. It was kind of funny. I got 3 beautiful daughters, Lexi, Marina, and Sophia. I try to see them once a month. I try to go home as much as I can. I mean, like, I came out here to do what I gotta do, but I try to, and then in the summers, we always try to take vacations. I try to take them somewhere far every year, so I think I'm a loving, I mean, like, you know, I'm a good person, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like a lot of people think you gotta, just to be a gangster and a hard person in life, you gotta be mean and all that. Like, you can be gentle and still be strong. Like, I'm gentle with my daughters, but I teach them, you know, how to move through society and shit, cause I've been through it all, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they'll tell you I'm a good dad. They love me. They say I'm their favorite. Mexican. My ethnicity's Mexican. I'm Mexican. 100% Mexican. 100% Mexican, which equals mixed as fuck. Narcowave is a lifestyle, a tradition, a society, like a union. It's a lot. The name Narcowave comes because as much as they want to admit it or not, like they're drugs, besides for the drug dealers, you got judges, DAs, assistant DAs, you got the jail wardens, you got COs, you got counseling, you got giant probation, you got people that clean the probation, you got all, it's like hella parts of society all makes money off of the drugs. So like, that's what it was really about, like press, movies, music, like everybody makes music off money off of drugs. That's what Narcowave really is about. Like Narcowave, like the whole world's Narcowave, like we just don't see it. Yeah, I sip. Sipping 20 years straight, but kids don't sip and do Xanax. Don't sip properly. Try not to take no perks and all of that shit. Got Tylenol. Tylenol's like the worst thing for your kidneys. You could sip, it's expensive. Don't go broke sipping. Like, I got bread, so like, a lot of my friends have had to stop sipping because they be trying to sip at the level I sip, but like, you know, I already got money, so. But kids, just watch, you gotta, like, drugs is cool, but you just gotta just watch how you do them. So I do that and I smoke weed. Every once in a while, I'll do some shrooms, but that's about it. It depends on what stage I'm at. Like right now, I'm on I've been working nonstop, so like I'm pouring like a 4 to 5 or 6 a day, but usually it's like a 2. I'll pour like a 2 and like a Sprite and just, that's about it. Favorite is cream Faygo with a little bit of peach New York seltzer, like just a little splash. I don't know. This shit is my, like, I can't, like, I don't like to not have it though. Like, I haven't not had a beard since I've had a beard except for when it fell out with cancer. That shit sucked. And then it came back, like my shit like brindle, like I'm tiger stripe, like my shit is like all different colors. And then when it came back jet black, like damn near blue. It was weird, like, I don't know what the chemo did, that shit came out, bro. I remember my best friend, Ashley, my brother, he's also been my barber my whole life, and we was laughing at like my beard, like the color and shit. That shit was fucked up. Yeah. Like I wouldn't like to leave the house. Like it just felt weird. Like I got real chubby cheeks and shit too. Like, so I just like to have my beard. No, but I got the mother of my kids who I love very much, but we're not together anymore, but I still love her very much. I ain't worried about no girls right now. I'm worried about getting money. Girls are always there. I don't know. I bought my baby mama cars and shit. So cars. This whole rap shit, like that shit done cost me like $1 million. Yeah, so probably, yeah, my rap career. Yeah, it's coming. Like the label is gonna come as soon as they are saying what I wanna hear. But they talking like what I'm hearing, so we're working on it. We're definitely working, like it's all coming because it's part of the process. Like this needs to happen in order for a couple of other things I need to happen down the road to happen. So it's definitely all gonna happen this year. We about to make a movie, so stay tuned for that. We're doing a soundtrack, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, we about to drop videos, getting ready for like hella videos to drop. And I got my next project dropping, Big Narco Volume 2, Life of a Narco. Narkel's working on his next project. Our producers, we've been producing for everybody from Shy Glizzy. Right now, we've been in studio working with Maddox on his next project, Drill Sammy on his next project. We're working on a lot of projects right now, so stay tuned for all of that. Hell yeah, I mean, the legends, of course, like whoever's a legend, like feel free to like hit me up in my DM and be like, yo, I want to pull up and vibe, catch a vibe. I'll make sure and clear the house out or whatever. But yeah, like it'll be fine for like Pharrell or somebody like that to pull up to the crib and be like, let's cook up. Like, but for the most part, like people like Sunny Digital, Outside, Metro Boom, like they've all come to the crib. So people be pulling up, so don't be scared to pull up. Other legends pull up. I want to thank my mom, I want to thank my boy Fang, I want to thank my whole squad, I want to thank Young God and McCoy, Purple K, I want to thank the whole Narco gang, my brother Ashley and all of them, my partner Raheem, but it's a lot of people, but I could keep going. My whole, like niggas from the streets and shit, like my boy Jay, like everybody, Nash, like P, everybody, like thank you, bro. Everybody know who I love. They know I tell them, like I tell my friends I love them. So yeah, Narco.